Hello everyone, Fish Nation here. Welcome back to a new video today. Today we're discussing Blue Eyes White Dragon, the meta viability of the deck, and how it plays in today's meta with the new deck list. This is the new deck list. I don't have all the cards for this, but however, it is still very good. As you can see, it does have a lot of techie cards in it, like Trade-In, Ghost Spell, Ash, Lightning Storm. I do have all of these, however, besides the Lightning Storms. That's all I'm missing from the main deck. And it's a very important card if you've never used it. Be able to use this card. And there's a big change, as there's no Bingo Machine Go. It'll actually go in the side deck. Give me a minute to pull up here. And I'll put it in the side, so I'll show you all the cards that go in your side deck. So you need 3 copies of Bingo Machine Go. You will need, for the trap decks, we'll need double copies of Royal Decree. And the side deck, you'll need DD Crow. Bad boy right here. That's not a 2 but a 3. DD Crow is really good in this format if you haven't noticed. So it's a main card that you're gonna have to keep using and keep finding ways to get into it. DD Crow is very good. Trying to think of what other cards go in the side deck. More specifically, got cards right here like it needs Prohibition, Cosmic Cyclone. So, PCQ one, they're different. Trust me. You need Prohibition, you need the Mask of Restrict. 2. And then the final card you'll need for this is, probably already said it. Let's bring Bingo to 2, because you don't really need it at 3. But what you do need at 3 is Cosmic Cyclone. Good in any deck, especially Mystic Mind based. This is a pretty good side deck to use. The Decrees you could actually, if like this is a really trap heavy deck. Yeah, you noticed. But when I side out mostly my traps. If I'm playing a trap deck, that way I can hit them with World Decree, Bingo Machine Go, get into the plays that I need to go in, and then you can side in like DD Crow, Prohibition, Mask of Restrict, Cosmic Cyclone, whatever you need to side in to get this to work. Mostly do Cosmic Cyclone, stop the traps that are already there. Very, very, very important to actually use cards like this in the deck. Now your extra deck is going to revolve around the Blue Eyes Twin, 2 Tyrants, Azure Eyes, Silver or Spirit Eyes, Spirit Dragon, excuse me. They're all pretty monumental in any Blue Eyes deck you play, especially when you're using tuners. Very easy to do. Play 107 Tachyon, Full Armor, 38, 97, number 100, number 92, Link Karibo. That's a banned card that I have to take out of here. The card that you side in for it is going to be the Dark Charm. Let's see, I can't even spell his name right. I'll be able to find it if I put Charmer in here. The Charmer, and there he is. So you'll put that in there instead. Because we used to be able to use Hulk, but not anymore. Hulk got banned. So you go Link Karibo, the Dark Charmer, Helene, and then Access Code. Everyone's using dark monsters in their deck. No matter what you play Sprite. Guess what? Your Sprite Gigantic is a dark. I think a few of the other sprites are too, but I don't know them off the top of my head. Now, with this being said, how does this deck match up against one that is very good? Well, let's try to play a little bit with it. Did I save that? Oh, I did. Thank God. Like, I'm not about to do this again. I'll host it and be ready. And for them, let's see, is it gonna... I wanted to see if it had mine. Go back. Leave. Wanting to see if I could put some of my decks in there, because I've got live twin sprites. Apparently I can't do that. I'm trying to think of what deck. I don't think they have any decks that would really hold up to it. Well, we're just gonna add a random bot and we're gonna go. We're gonna go second. So I'm gonna show you exactly how this deck works. I'm gonna draw a phase. You're gonna activate Dictator. You're gonna ditch the one from deck, and you're gonna special summon Dictator. You can then activate Dictator's effect, sending blue eyes. You special summon whatever blue eyes you're going for. Now that he is there, you can set True Light. You don't want to do that. Since I control a monster, that is fine. And he popped True Light. That sucks. Basically, what we can do is we can go to battle phase and just start swinging. Because we do, in fact, have everything under control. They gotta activate a monster effect now. Watch this. Activate. Effect. Summons. Sense mode. Guess what? It's negated. Activate effect, and guess what? We can bring blue eyes back even without True Light. Now it has to swing. Very good. Now we have Destined Rivals. The Lightning Strike, Dark Ruler, no more. There's no real need to even try and push it all. Just go for it. You win. Like almost 100% of the time, you're gonna win. So let's do a rematch because it does random decks. We'll go first this time, and I'll show you how to set it up first. So you activate Pierce in the Darkness, then you're gonna activate the Dictator D. And you're gonna supposed to summon him. Then you're going to activate Dictator D, and you're going to send Destined Rivals. Reading Blue Eyes White Dragon, you're supposed to summon Blue Eyes White Dragon. That way you can draw a card. Make sense? Great. Then you're gonna set this. And we're gonna wait till the next turn to use Melody, as we do have a way to keep every card on the field. Nope. Alright. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. There you go. I don't know what deck this is, but it looks like it sucks. I don't care about that. Okay. Out of that. What we got here? Okay. And I can use effect again to ditch. This is something that. And we're not doing that. Then we can. Could use that for something. I'm going to. Let's do Melody of Awakening. Ditching. Nope. That and that. Good. No, that's pointless. I'm just gonna normal summon Jet Dragon. Yeah. Yeah. And now we're going to go to Goobleon. Because that'll put them both in the graveyard. And Jet. And we are going to special summon Numeron. Doing that. Activate Numeron. Attach one material. Go to battle phase. And we're going to swing for game. Super easy, right? So there's nothing really hard about this deck. We're gonna keep playing with it. That way I can, show you everything there is about it. We're gonna go first again. They just max C, which is a bang card, but we're not even gonna go there. So we're gonna ditch. Nope. And they're gonna special summon. Nope. You need to set this card. And what we're going to do now is you're going to normal summon the White Stone Ancients, and then you're gonna set up Link Karibo. Sense? Great. But it does. Now you're going to in turn on end phase activates, you're going to get Jet Dragon on your board. Not yet. Let them keep going. Oh. Flip that for Tyrant, going 1 and 2. Now we have another powerful monster on the board. The dolls are very good, especially when they're with the Light Sworn, but we're going to show you how this works. Nope. No, we're going to use Link Karibo for that. That's going to punch directly. Fine, because we're going to go darker a little more. I'm going to activate Dictator. Right, buddy. Doesn't work. It might have me here. I think it's got me cooked. I do have a way to do this, however. Wait, dark. And we're gonna grab Ursha Doll Dragon. No matter where it goes. I can now make Celine. Well, that's supposed to summon you. Then we can make access code. Oh, this is gonna get good. And let's banish Celine. Pop that. Activate access code. Banish. Pop. Then we'll go battle phase. With access to code there. And we'll in turn. Like I said, I looked cooked there for a minute. I'm gonna do that, yeah. I've got one more in there. See ya. Go battle phase. Going into the 1000. 43. Yeah, the deck's still dangerous just with access code. So what happens here? And then I can respond with Ultimate Fusion. Watch this. Dead. That is what the deck does. Very important to know exactly what to do in every situation. Doll is a very, very, very good deck. As you can see, it wiped my board. I was down to nothing. Dark Ruler no more. A few of the techie cards that we throw in here helps you win the game. And you can Ultimate Fusion, even off of your Tyrant Dragon that they popped, shuffle it back in, and make another. Crazy. All you have to do is have Blue Eyes. And Dictator does the work for you. You don't have to overextend too much, do a bunch of stupid shit. Like, it works. Just trust me, the deck works. So we'll go second this time. As you can see, we pull a lot of really good cards here. So what we can do here, basically, because this is Ignister, this is a really good test. I need to see. Clusters. Okay, it doesn't do anything. Great. So we're gonna activate trade-in first, ditching that. 22, no, night. So we're gonna activate piercing the darkness. And basically what we're gonna do is we're gonna activate awakening dragon. And we're gonna discard that, and we're not gonna spawn, and we're gonna have blue eyes and jet dragon. Right? Right. Great. Beautiful. No. So how this is going to work is I need to summon first. I've got one. Yeah, I can do this. The ultimate fusion. Let's go alternative. Then I can go just any generic trick. Let's do the regular blue eyes. Do that. Alright. This is gonna get fun, but we just want to attack, use piercing, gains the attack. Yeah. Now we're in danger. It was one hit. Whitestone. And you're gonna special summon Jet Dragon. Now to get through this deck, you have to. Yeah, I didn't have one in there. Oh shit. On that mining, I really don't care for it. Here we go. Dictator effect. Ditch Jet Dragon. Special summon Jet Dragon. That works. You can activate Dark Rule no more. Does it really matter? No, not really. But we're going to stop everything anyway. Pounce. We're going to pounce. And we'll stay. Because we now control the game in every aspect that we want to. Because the true light. Let's go battle phase. Alright, effect. Bang. And then you can just attack with any card. Effect, and we'll just send back the field spell. Wait for you. Pretty easy, right? That's another really good deck. Just outed by this deck. Yep, and you can use Ash Blossom for that. Ash Blossoms, and it completely kills it. Watch us. Lightning Storm, pop it. Guess what? You can do whatever you want now. But too bad we didn't actually pull like any good cards at all, period. So we're just gonna intern. I'm good with that. Got 2000 defense, pretty bulky to run into. This is a pretty good deck, the Incantations. So it's gonna make Blood Scales Max, which is going to swing for almost game. I need a normal summon, and then I'm gonna have to go Link Rebo. We will not die. We will be fine. Stone activates and is negated by Ash. This is fine. But we're going to take up that damage, make it nothing. We do have the same play that we can use again. So to make this work, we are going to have to go ahead and intern. Stone activates, and we will get Jet Dragon this time. Oh yeah. Now I'm going to flip it and I'm going to target it, which will keep me alive. There's the effect. So now I'm going to trade in for Blue Eyes White Dragon. It's negated, which is fine. Go to battle. We're going to swing into this effect. Main 2. I'm gonna normal summon this, and I'm gonna pass. Activate effect. Supposed to summon Blue Eyes White Dragon, and it's negated. Effect. We're going to return that to him as it gets pounced. Activate Pierce in the Darkness. Pass. Now this is going to get funny. Battle phase. Activate. Blue Eyes. Yep. Effect. Draws a card. Actually, we can activate this. Pierce in the Darkness to draw a card, and it resets. Yep. Guess what? Yeah, this one. The dragon activates, comes right back. How neat, right? Effect for Blue Eyes. Right. Set True Light. Activate Dictator. Ditch it. Special summon Dictator. We can now control the targets, and you're screwed. You can't win. Effect, return the middle card, swing, and swing. Even when I bricked a little bit against Incantation, which Incantation's a pretty good deck, but they go into Blue Eyes Chaos Max, which is their main play out of everything. They do have other plays, however, but nothing's like the Incantations. So we will go second on the last duel we're going to do here. As you see, again, we pull a similar hand where it's just a bunch of shit. Yeah, for that we will Ash. Yep. Now, I gotta read because I need to know what this card is doing. Okay. So we're going to activate this. Special summon. Now, what we're going to do... Oh god. Detach up to 3 materials in the card. Okay. So basically what has to happen here is I gotta activate Dark Ruler no more to stop this. Activate the effect to ditch that to get Blue Eyes. Smart play, and I basically just gotta go straight at him. And then I can go at that. Okay. Basically in turn. They have somehow dealt with Blue Eyes White Dragon, which is a problem. Take 12. Fine. I'm just gonna end turn. I can survive. Okay. In here. All my best cards. I have normal. I might die here. I'm going to. Yep. Okay, we'll do one more. Actually, that's the first one I've lost. Oh, this is Macrocosmos. A little lightning storm. Infinite permanent solemn strikes. God bless it. And again, it just gives me a shit hand. Look at this. It's stupid to do anything with that. Damn, bro. So, I just need one of my cards. That'll work. It's trade in. God bless, man. Give me a play that fucking goes off. Well, that's nice. That'll work. God fucking damn it. The minute I could use trade in, I get the one that I have. Thank God. Activate Pierce in the Darkness. And let's go battle. We'll activate this on that. See, that Solemn Judgment hurt him so bad. Go ahead and use Ultimate Fusion. 1 and 2. Make his bad boy. Unaffected by trap cards or effects. That will, we'll give it a shot and see what happens. You did not read this card, did you? Too late. That's the thing, like you have to like read the card. Dust and Rivals. Yeah, I really don't need it, so that's why we basically just set it down. It's unaffected by traps. See, that's my point. Like even like old school decks use cards like Drowning Mirror Force will not work because Blue Tyrant says no. You try to like, well, there's many different ways you can do it, but it has to hit the field successfully, summon successfully for it to be able to gain this effect. Now, however, now that we're pretty much done, I've showed you how the deck plays and everything. The only thing that made it kind of hard to play was I couldn't just search right away. So, if I have any recommendations for this deck, it would be maybe play trade in at like 2, since you don't need it like all the time. As you see, I was running like level 4s. My White Stone, I really wasn't seeing any cards, just a bunch of spells. I might consider cutting the Lightning Storms. Maybe it's a good going second card. You pull a card going second, and you have to use Solemn Judgment in order to stop it, which completely kills your game. Like you cannot play after that. Maybe even like run it at like 43 and just run the bingos in there. You can do either or, just whatever you want to do. Right now, this is just how I've got it set. It was supposed to pop off at a certain way. You're supposed to always draw into your level 8s, but I've cut them down to 5. So that's kind of messing with the flow of the deck. But however, you know, it's a great deck still. It's however you want to run it. This is personally how I'm running it right now. With just playing as random decks that are on this pre-built for this thing. I went 5 and 1 because it's really hard to beat this deck, especially with the low numbers of the Blue Eyes monsters and how they react with the deck, and also your negate Mystical Elf, which really helps, and the triple through light, because you can set it, and by the time you get 2 Jet Dragons out there, it is protected and it's not going anywhere, and they can't pop any cards at all. Because they both say other cards you control cannot be destroyed by your opponent's card effects. So that if you have another one, that one applies. So they're both Jet Dragons are on the field, they're both protected, they're not going anywhere. So more specifically, that is one of the strongest points in the deck, is if you get the Jet Dragon lockdown going, you're really good. Bestials will have a heyday with this deck because it's all light and dark. However, You know, your hand traps are different, which is kind of nice, but not really. But you need to be careful against bestial, and if you can, when they come out, hit them with Destined Rivals. That's the biggest play. Also, one of the biggest plays is Ultimate Creature. You've probably seen me flash that card, but never really seen what it done. Basically, what it does is when you flip Ultimate Creature, your Blue Eyes monster, as it states. I'll go ahead and read it here. That way you can see all of what it does. I'll just read it. I know what it does. Target one Blue Eyes monster you control this turn. That face-up monster is unaffected by card effects except its own. Cannot be destroyed by battle. Also, any opponent's monster it battles is destroyed at the end of the damage step while this card is in your graveyard. If you normally spell summon a Blue Eyes monster, or Blue Eyes White Dragon, excuse me, you can set this card but banish it when it leaves the field. What this is insinuating is when this card is flipped and I target, let's say, Jet Dragon, because I'm like, they're going to try to remove Jet Dragon, I need him protected because I don't have the other one. Right, so you flip Ultimate Creature and you target Jet Dragon. Jet Dragon now cannot be popped, cannot be banished. They can do nothing to Jet Dragon. If there's a card on the field that says all monsters lose ADK, blah blah blah, whatever, unaffected. If they flip Drowning, Mirror Force, where it sends all back into the deck, the dragons are going nowhere. It's unaffected by all card effects. Even Mirror Jade. So if Mirror Jade is activated and it says we'll pop all cards on end phase, click this, guess what? It is unaffected during the end phase. So it will not be popped. More specifically, this is the best Blue Eyes trap there is. I'm playing the best three. Best three there is: Ultimate Creature, Destined Rivals, and True Light. There's no other better. None. You can't run anything better than this. So, you know, this is my version of Blue Eyes White Dragon. This is the best version you can play. There's nothing better. You can run the pure synchros and the fusion, or pure synchros and Xyz, pure synchro and link. Mine is balanced. That way, in every single scenario of the game, I can turn the table. As you've seen, I was down to what? 2 cards that I drew into? Freaking threw out Dictator and was like, oh, let's make Dark off of Dictator and Link Karibo. So I make Dark, take the opponent's monster, those are Shaddolls, make Selene, where Mystical Elf and Dictator are both spellcasters. I was able to use them both to make Selene, and then I go Selene, remove 3 counters, guess what? Access Scope. Easy. Not hard. And then Access Code won me the game. Why? Because he's able to banish all the links that I just used and start popping cards. You know, you got to be able to use good cards and throw out the bad ones. And this right here is the best Blue Eyes deck that you can make right now. Now, if you want to make a branded Blue Eyes, that's a little bit different of a build. This is pure Blue Eyes. This is the best pure Blue Eyes build you're going to see. Now, best branded Blue Eyes build, you let me know, I'll make it, and I'll show it to you. But as a Blue Eyes build, this is the best you are going to get. You're not going to make any better than this. It's really hard to bust. If you can break a board with this deck, it is absolutely incredible. And you've seen it when I was playing really good and that Time Thief deck just took over. That's what happens. So, you know, with this being said, you have to know like your strengths and weaknesses, and you have to know how to correct them. And for the most part, I've corrected them. As you can see, the extra deck is completely different from what I used to use. in order to make this deck work. Now you sit down at your locals, regionals, YCS with this deck the way it is right now, it is going to be rather hard to beat this deck. I won't say that it will be the top tier deck, but it's hard to deal with. Now, one of the most tech cards that is not in this, that needs to be in this, is Stage with Eyes of Blue. Stage with Eyes of Blue would have popped this deck off in so many different ways. You wouldn't know what to do with, because I could use the Mystical Elf, use the effect on her, and I could have made some of my Blue Eyes plays. But where it's not in the deck, I couldn't make the play. And we're gonna have to I'm gonna figure this out. I'm gonna figure it back in. No sweat. I think the trade-ins, and there were times to where it really hurt the deck. So I think this needs to be outed for like Bingo Machine Go. Dictator is like one of those important cards to where you need him on the board. He has to be on the board. Because you've seen some of the games I played where Mystical Elf and Dictator's effect to actually swing into that monster or whatever really came in clutch. And it does. So, with that being said, this is the deck list. This is what I'm recommending you play for right now. If I find something better, I will let you know in the future. But as of right now, this is the best Blue Eyes deck list you can play. It's really hard to break a board when you're facing this shit. So let me know in the comments down below what you think of this deck and the deck list built around it and the idea put into it. And if you have any further questions, you let me know. I'm Pierce Nation, and I will see you in the next video. Pierce Nation out.